Hi everyone, this is Zia Muhammad. Welcome to Arabic Grammar Lab. As we already have discussed that a noun is defined as a word that has a meaning on its own and does not have a tense. It's important to note that in Arabic, ism covers more than just what we think of as nouns in English. It also includes pronouns, adjectives, and adverbs. So nouns will be considered as nouns if they fall under any of these categories. Either it can be a name, thing, place, activity, adjective, pronoun. It can be either personal pronoun, demonstrative pronoun, or relative pronoun. Then that word will be considered as noun. When any word or column is identified as any of the nouns described above, then it is important to know 4 grammatical features about the noun to be correctly used in Arabic language. A noun will be considered on the basis of 4 criteria as discussed here. Gender, a noun, we will check the gender of the noun, the number of the noun, the capacity of the noun, and the cases of the noun. Gender is jins, masculine or feminine. A noun can be either masculine or feminine, mudhakkar or mؤنث. We also need to know the plurality of that noun, the number. Either it is a mufrad or singular, it is a muthanna or dual, or it is a jama or plural. We also need to know the capacity or wus'at or definiteness of that noun. Either the noun is marfa or nakra, either it is definite noun or indefinite noun. And most importantly, we need to know the grammatical cases, which are called al-i'rab, that will be discussed also in the lecture later on. Today we will be discussing about gender. Either a noun can be a masculine or a mudhakkar, or it can be a feminine or mؤنث. It is very important to know 4 basic things about the noun as discussed to be used in a sentence. Otherwise, the construction of the sentence could be wrong. Here we will only discuss about the feminine. Noun will be examined based on some definitions of the feminine. If a noun justifies any of the definitions of the feminine, it will be decided as feminine. Otherwise, it will automatically be a masculine. So when any noun is being considered for gender, then we will see if it falls under any of the definitions of the feminine, as it is very important to know the true type of gender, either masculine or feminine. Otherwise, many mistakes can be expected while constructing a sentence. Remember that the guessing will not work here. Considering noun, either it is mudhakkar or mؤنث, we will see different definitions of the mؤنث. If that noun falls under any of these definitions of the mؤنث, then that noun will be considered and being used as mؤنث. Otherwise, that noun will automatically be a mudhakkar. Mؤنث can be hakiki mؤنث, a real mؤنث. For example, ummun, mother, ukhtun, sister, bakaratun, cow. Similarly, the mؤنث can be ghair hakiki, non-real. Mؤنث can be subdivided into alamat or special mark. So if it falls under ghair hakiki, then we will see if the noun is ending with ta marbuta or kha at the end of the word, then that noun will be considered as mؤنث. If it doesn't have any special marking, then we will see if that noun is being used as mؤنث by the Arabs. To consider a noun as mؤنث as being used by the Arabs could be a long list. It could be difficult to remember or memorize them all, but Arabs have divided them into groups to understand or remember. These groups will be mؤنث as the Arabs use. We can divide those nouns as feminine as used by the Arabs if it belongs to air, wine, fire, names of the cities and countries, parts of human body which are in pairs, or there are almost maximum 20 words, out of which 5 will be discussed. If it is either the sun, the earth, it falls under these groups, then that noun will also be considered as mؤنث. as the arbs used as mؤنث as well. So you need to check any noun if it falls under these groups that will be considered as feminine. Noun not falling under these groups will be considered masculine. Examples: mother, sister, book, chair, Usama. Usama is hakiki mudhakkar as it is the name of a male person. Noun masculine can be changed to feminine by adding a ta or ha at the end. For example, Muslim, Muslimatun, Ustaz, Ustazatun. So if we want to change masculine into feminine, then we can add a ta at the end of the noun. Takeaways of the lecture, today's lecture. Number one is masculine is the default. Feminine usually has a ta at the end. Some words are feminine by meaning, for example, son or female names. Gender affects adjectives, verbs, and pronouns. Similarly, loan words, the words borrowed from any other language, are usually masculine unless referring to females. Please try to remember these and try to identify the nouns. If it falls under any of the mؤنث categories, then they are treated as mؤنث. Otherwise, definitely they will be mudhakkar. It is very, very important to know the clear gender of that noun to be used correctly. Thank you very much and see you in the next lecture.